My favorite form of assessment to use is Kahoot. Students love to play it so much that they do not even realize they're taking a formative assessment, for which I can later use for my data analysis. Kahoot is a quiz the whole classroom takes at the same time electronically. Kahoot is very simple to create and implement. Here it shows you the 4 basic things you need. To build a Kahoot, you just create it, and then you launch it onto your screen. Students enter in the game code, and they play the game. I love Kahoot so much, I'm going to explain it to you over the next 5 minutes. Kahoot works with any electronic device. Once a teacher projects it onto their computer, their TV, the whiteboard, or smartboard, students then connect to the game using a phone, an iPad, a computer, or any other personal electronic device. For teachers to log on to Kahoot, you go to the URL www.getkahoot.com. Once you're there, you'll find this page where you can easily log in, or click the top left where it says, top right where it says Get My Free Account. After you're logged in, you can choose to create your own quiz or search through public Kahoots. Public Kahoots are awesome, and you can find one related to your study. You can then use that. You can also use this feature to find a teacher in your school's Kahoot to be able to use in your classroom. If you found a public Kahoot which you feel is decent, but you'd like to add or subtract a few questions, you simply hit the duplicate button right next to the game title. After you click this button, you can go through to your Kahoots and find the duplicate version and start editing. When you're editing or creating a game, Kahoot is very simple to use. First, you just click at the top left where it says New Kahoot, and then you can make your quiz. After, you can even create a discussion or survey at this page. When you're creating a question, you're just going to type your question at the top, and then you can add an image or video, and you can choose the 4 answers, or if you don't want 4, you can click the gray circle with a line through it and that'll delete a question. Just make sure that you click a correct answer before you move on. Once you're ready, you just hit the play button and then the screen will appear. You can then choose some different options like playing music or randomizing the order, and then as soon as you're ready to go, all you want to do is hit that launch button. After you hit launch, when you're projecting onto the screen this game pin, students will log into kahoot.it and this game pin will pop up. They'll enter it into their screen, which appears on the right, and once they do that, they'll log in and enter in their name and it'll show up on your screen. Once the game has started, a question will appear. The question will stay for a couple seconds and then it's going to flip to this screen. The question moves to the top and then a picture is inserted. If you put one and the answers come to the bottom, and you can see they're color coded with shapes, those shapes then correspond to the answers on student screen with the triangle, square, circle, and the hexagon. So the students just click on the corresponding color which they think the answer is. After every student has answered, it'll appear on the student screen whether they got the answer right or wrong with the check mark or the X. It'll then tell them what place they're in and if they've moved up any spots. It'll also maybe tell them if they're on a right answering streak. Once you're on the teacher's screen, the question will show the tally of how many people got each answer question, which way they answered it. It will also show students the correct answer so they know. This is a very easy way to formative assess right there in the classroom. After that, it will show the leaderboard. It shows the top 5 places at the point they have accumulated thus far. At the bottom of the screen, it usually gives one person, like Michelle's stats here, where it says she moved up 10 places in this section. After the game, you can see the top 5 winners displayed with every student to see. At this screen, you can select the game play the game again, or you can click on Save Results and you can download the scores, which is an awesome thing to do. Kahoot then is going to make this awesome spreadsheet for you to view all of your students' results. The spreadsheet is laid out so you can see every student, how they answered each question, and then it even color codes it for red being wrong and green being right, so it's really easy to see where the errors occurred. When you're looking at your results, it allows you to see the number of correct and incorrect answers each student gave in the game, along with the score they received. It'll also show the wrong answer students missed. This is great for being able to evaluate how to teach the next lesson based on misconceptions from other answers. Kahoot can be used for many different instances. It can be an introduction to a unit or lesson, a review, an assessment. It can even be a time filler, and it can even be a way to conclude class. It's simple, it's quick, and it's easy to use. I love Kahoot, and there's so many benefits to it and so many reasons why you should include Kahoot in your classroom. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend adding this fun, interactive, and student-oriented way to make learning awesome.